Alright, hi guys, and today I just wanted to make a video about the guns in Battlefield 6 and the state of the guns in Battlefield 6 because it's very bad and the balancing is way off and it's just a lot of it is just broken or doesn't make sense, or a lot of guns do more than they're supposed to, a lot of guns don't do enough. So I will go through every single one of them and I will give my very simple personal take on each gun, and I will give advice on how easily they could be fixed or balanced. So let's start this right now. Alright, we're gonna start with assault rifles, and assault rifles is probably in the worst place right now. It's the worst category of guns. Um, they're performing horribly. They're not good. They're they're supposed to be like all around good guns, so they're supposed to be good for in your face encounters, small encounters, mid range. Most of them will say mid range, um, but they're not good for mid range. That's the problem exactly. And most of the problem with ARs is that their damage fall off starts at 20 meters, most of them, and so you're only doing maximum damage um, if the enemy is under 20 meters, and so that makes them feel like you're using a SMG. Like, I would be fine if that's how SMGs were, because usually in games, SMG, you will do a lot of damage when they're close, but when they're in medium range, you can still kill them, but it will take way more shots because it's a SMG. Well, in this game, that's how AR feels. Like, when they're mid range, people take so many shots that they will just hide under cover and heal. Most of the time, you're not even gonna get your kill. Um, I had a mission with ARs where, to get the NVO, the Rapid Fire Challenge 2, I think, to kill 100 people at over 50 meters with ARs. And it was hell. Like, I had to use an AR as a DMR and single fire it and tap as fast as I could. And it was barely making any damage. It was doing like 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. And I had to shoot someone 5 times. And most of the time, they just move or hide and you don't kill them. And so you're playing super bad for your team because you're trying to win this challenge for the NVO. And I'll get, trust me, I will tell you all about the NVO real soon. And so what happens is that for that challenge you're using ARs as a DMR, but ARs don't have range damage. So like a DMR, you can two tap someone. You can get a DMR and it's very satisfying. You can shoot them once, shoot them twice, and they're dead. But with an AR, you have to do the same thing 5 times. It's harder than it sounds. Yes, when you're in like bad lobbies, you can do it easily. But when you're in good lobbies with competent people, they will not die to that. They will hide and heal back and run another way. They will avoid. Like, you're not gonna kill them easily over 50 meters with a single fire AR. Trust me. And the bloom is so bad that you're also not gonna full auto at 50 meters. So, anyways, let's get into it right now. So, starting first, we have the M433. Honestly, ironically, this is one of my favorite ARs, and it's the first one you unlock. Um, it is one of the best ARs. Up close, the TTK is really good. Mid range, it's not terrible. You're probably gonna have to tap fire a little bit, not too much, but you're gonna have to like burst fire at mid range. But still, it's pretty decent if you put the right attachments. It's honestly a very decent gun. But my only problem with it is that this gun is a slightly worse M4A1. So the M4A1 is just better than this gun. Like, the M4A1 is this gun, but better. It does perform slightly better. So there's just no point using this gun unless you're doing AR challenges. If you're doing AR challenges and you need a easy AR to get them done, this is the gun to go. You have to level it up a bit. Honestly, it's not really good at first. You have to get a couple attachments for it, but it is one of the best ARs, and it's just funny because it's kind of a recurring theme in this game sometimes that the first gun is the best, and as we unlock new guns, they are just terrible, but it's not always the case. Now the B36A4. Alright. Uh this is a high fire rate mid range. It's underrated. It's pretty good at mid range, in my opinion. Uh it's also it's kind of good at close range because it's got a high rate of fire and it's got a lot of bullet velocity. As you can see, my bullet velocity is almost at 1,000 with this gun. I think that's pretty cool. The bloom is horrible though. Like if you full auto this gun, you're gonna shoot around your enemy. Like you're not gonna shoot at your enemy, and so you have to burst fire this gun most of the time, and it's just really annoying, to be honest with you. Look, it's a niche gun. You can make it work. It definitely can be good. It's not my favorite. The Scar. Okay, now this gun is special. And as you can see, the difference between the Scar and the B36 right here is you see the precision of the B36. Now look at the Scar. 45 base precision. Okay, that's already a world of difference, okay? The Scar is a mid-range demon. At mid-range, you will demolish people. It's not even funny. It's so accurate. 25 damage. It's got good bullet velocity. It's got a really stable fire rate. They call it a long range steady fire rate. Okay, I mean, I've had kills long range with this gun. Honestly, I have. Like I've killed snipers with this gun because it's so damn accurate when you're top firing it. It's ridiculous. It's like pinpoint. You're shooting pinpoint accuracy with this gun. It's so satisfying. Um, if you're someone that like is not gonna jump in people's faces and you're gonna play back, I think this gun is solid. Honestly, if you play like slow, if you're playing slower and you have a slow approach and you're more like strategic and you're not just jumping in people's faces like it's Call of Duty, this gun is incredible. And this gun, you can kill like 4 people with like you can kill 3-4 people with one clip. That's how good it is. That's why I had this gun on my engineer, because my engineer, I was always playing behind a tank in cover. I wasn't really like putting myself in high danger situations, and this gun I could get so many kills, especially with a suppressor on it, just laying there and nobody has no idea where they're getting shot from it, just laying in the mud and just tapping people, and it's just ridiculous. It's an underappreciated gun. The only problem with this gun is that when people get in your face and they shoot back, you will lose the fight. You have to shoot them like 4 times, and it's a very slow fire rate, and it's just not it, man. And the hip fire is kind of horrible, so it's just a mid-range demon. But like, don't let people get close to you, because yeah, it's just not good. Now the AK-40, I wanted to like that gun. Matter of fact, when I was doing the NVO challenge, which was killing people at over 50 meters, I was looking at these guns like I need something with the highest damage because I want to use it as a DMR. And I was using this over the Scar because this, at first I tried the B36, but this is like more of a mid-range gun. Then this one says long range, steady fire rate, hard hitting. This one says steady fire rate, long range, accurate. It is true, because the AK-40, when you full auto, it is horrible. It is a travesty. The Scar you can full auto it a little bit, but the AK-40, no, not at all. So the AK-40 is like an AR DMR. Like, it's so weird, and it's just so bad. It says it does 33 damage, but the damage fall off is so high that you're almost never gonna do 33 damage. It's crazy to me. And I will show an example very quick. I've got the AK-40 right here. That's the scope I put in when I was trying to do that challenge. I'm supposed to do 33 damage. 32 damage, okay? That's 10 meters. That's 10 meters for a long range. That's a long range AR, okay? Now let's try to 20 meters. 25 damage. You're doing 25 damage because they're at 20 meters. So now, This is 3 shot, but now this is 4 shot. And 10. That's it. You're constantly doing 25, so it's a 4 shot gun. But in a real game, people, they're not really letting you shoot them 4 times. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're just not, and it's just not accurate. And you see the recoil. This is not an accurate gun. I have a good grip. I have like a good setup. This is not a accurate gun. It's got a terrible recoil, and when you full auto it, look how bad this is when you full auto it. It is terrible. You see that blue? I'm sending bullets to the ceiling. I'm still getting a kill, but this is the firing range. This is not a real match. Trust me, in a real match, this weapon is hell to use. And so you're doing 25 damage with this gun. I mean, it's not terrible. Like, if you use it as a DMR, probably with a thermal scope, it's alright, I guess. But like, it's just, my point is, like, why don't you just use a DMR? Just go use a DMR. You will kill people in 2 shots. You don't need to be killing people in 4 shots with a terrible DMR. There's just no points of using this gun. Now the TR7, that's a special gun, you know. I call this one a crutch gun. If you're struggling to get kills, if you're struggling to win your gunfights, just use the TR7. You will not lose your gunfight. You will have a gunfight with someone, you will win it. 100% you will win your gunfight. My only problem with this gun is it's kind of like a one and done gun. Like, you will win your gunfight with the first person, but what if there's 2 or 3 people? You know, you'll kill the first one, maybe you'll kill the second one, but that's it. Like, you're not gonna kill 3 people with this gun. You're just not. And yes, I have 20 rounds. Yeah, there's 20 rounds. Okay, no, you can get up to 30 rounds, but that costs a lot of points. There's not a lot of rounds in this gun, and 20 rounds in this gun doesn't feel like a lot because the recoil on this gun is absurd. The recoil on this gun is absurd. Okay, now see how fast I will delete this person. If someone's 10 meters in front of you with the TR7, it's done. It is hard hitting. But then it's like when you try to shoot people at like 30 meters, I'm telling you, it's like your aim is like an opposite magnet to them. It pushes your aim away from them. Like, I'm really pulling down on my mouse right now. It's really hard. Even if you burst fire, you see this? That's a burst fire, and it's still recoiling like crazy. But hey, up in your face, I mean, it does a pretty good job up in your face. It's a crutch gun, you know. My God, you see this? My only problem with the TR7 is that the TR7, if you really want to use the TR7, don't. Go to your carbines, use the SG553R, okay? It does exactly the same thing as the TR7. It hits as hard as it does, 33 damage, 720 rate of fire. 7 and 20 rate of fire. Mag 30 instead of 20? Yes. See precision control mobility? Way better than this. So the TR7 is just a slightly worse SG553 in my opinion. It really is. And with the SG553 you can shoot people at mid-range. With the TR7 you cannot. It's that simple. This AR is just like the M433 is a worse M4A1. This is a worse SSG553. So this AR is kind of irrelevant, to be honest. The cord, people love the cord. I get it, you know, it's super accurate, it shoots super fast, high mag. I don't personally like it because it has 20 damage, small damage, but it's a good AR. It's one of the only good ARs, honestly. Um, yeah, it's good. It's just got a high rate of fire. It's kind of like a M4, 900 rate of fire. So it's the same rate of fire as an M4, but instead of doing 25 damage, it does 20 damage. That's all. Which, I mean, but it's got better like recoil and precision. So it's like a M4 with slightly worse damage, but better control and precision. And yeah, I mean, I've had gunfights when I had the M4 and they had the cord, and I would lose to them. Sometimes I would win against them. I think those two are pretty balanced. The cord and the M4 perform like similarly. I prefer the M4 personally, but the cord is alright. It's a decent gun. Like, I can't hate on that gun. The NVO. I hate the NVO. It's one of the gun that could be the best AR in the game, but it's not. When you look at it, it's like perfect. It's a mid-range, steady fire rate, hard hitting. It's not. I mean, I wish it was, but it's not. When I was looking for a gun that's a mid-range gun, the Scar was the best option for me. 25 damage, 568 fire rate of fire. And when I saw the NVO, I was like, wait, the NVO is just going to be a better Scar? Because it's got 33 damage instead of 25? Because it's got a higher fire rate? So the NVO is just going to be a really good Scar? And I don't care about the precision. The bloom. Because at mid-range, you're mostly burst firing anyways. And it's got good recoil. And the problem with the NVO is that they say it's a mid-range, okay? But why is it the only AR, the NVO, that the damage falls off at 10 meters instead of 20? If it's a mid-range gun, why are you guys making it lose damage at 10 meters? I'm supposed to shoot people at under 10 meters to have the 33 damage. What is this, a pistol? This is 7.62 ammunition. And I will prove my point right here. So this is the NVO. And by the way, I hate this scope. I do not like this scope. But the bloom is so bad on the NVO that when I had to pin that pinpoint like scope, I was kind of like whiffing my shots. And as soon as I put this one, I would track my enemies better because I would shoot them as if this is like big shotgun bullets. And it just works for full autoing. This scope, if you have an NVO and you're rocking it, try this scope for full auto. I'm telling you, I don't know why. I don't know if it's placebo, but when I put this scope on my NVO, I was getting so many full auto kills. Like crazy. The NVO is a monster. You see this? Well, yeah, that's when it gets a little bad, right? But yeah, this is a 10-meter target, okay? 27. One more meter and I could do 33. But no, I'm doing 27. The damage fall off starts at 10 meters. This is a mid-range gun, but apparently 10 meters is mid-range. This is your mid-range right here. Okay? And so the NVO is really good when people are up in your face. It deletes people. It just does. I just love it. It's such a satisfying gun. I just love it, I love tap firing it too. I love it, but it's one of the worst AR because of the damage fall off. I don't know why they make SMGs in this game have long range and they make mid-range ARs in this game have no range at all. Like, 10 meters, I can't even do. The gun is a 33 damage gun and I cannot even do 33 damage in the firing range on the first target. Oh, and by the way, 27 damage at 10 meters, and there's another drop off at 20 meters. Now we're doing 21 damage. And this is the max damage you're going to do with this gun. Actually, no, 21, 20. There's 3 damage drop offs with this gun. 27, 21, and 20. Isn't that kind of ridiculous? So when you look at just the stats, you're like, oh my god, I love this car. I'm gonna love the NVO because it's more damage. But no, because this car actually does 25 damage like it says it does. This is 33, but it doesn't do 33. So this gun is lying to you. And yeah, I mean, if they fix the damage drop off and made ARs feel like ARs, like if they made ARs have a range of like 30 or 40 meters before the damage drop off, even 40 to 50 meters before the damage drop off. Actually, you know what, since they have challenges that ask you to kill people at 50 meters with ARs, yeah, I think the damage drop off should be at 40 or 50 meters with ARs, not 10, not 20. They're not SMGs. But if they did that, if the ARs would have a damage drop off at 40 or 50 meters, the NVO would be a freaking beast, man. The NVO would be great. It would be a great gun. Sadly, it's not. It's just, there's no point using it. Same thing with the L8583. I don't even want to talk about this gun. It's just an NVO, but it's worse. It's just bad. It just doesn't do anything you want it to. It's a slightly worse NVO. Ooh, like, okay, you know, it's got a little more precision. It should have way more precision because it's a bullpup, but I don't know. I don't know what the point of this gun is. I've tried using it, and it's just like, why? Why would you use this instead of just using the SCAR or the Cord or the M4? Which, to me, in the ARs, you're gonna want to use the M4. You're gonna want to use the Cord. You're gonna use the SCAR. And the niche pick would be like the B36 or the TR7 as a crutch gun. The AK-40, the NVO, and the L85, they don't really have a role. They don't really play their role that they're supposed to. They're kind of all irrelevant in my opinion. And that's in an already irrelevant category, because I could say that all assault rifles are irrelevant. To me, compared to carbines and SMGs and LMGs and DMRs, the only assault rifles that stand out on its own is the SCAR. And I know it's an unpopular pick, but the SCAR is just so satisfying. You have no idea how satisfying at mid-range encounters the SCAR is. And that's what it does well, mid-range. Do you not understand how accurate this is? I'm full autoing. I'm full autoing at 50 meters with the SCAR. 40 meters, 30 meters. This is the only AR, and I know most people don't like it. They don't tell you to use it, but I think they're wrong. I think this is a very underrated pick. You see, I'm just full autoing. That's people, mid-range people. They are easy kills. Easy kills. And you can tap it. This is a good gun. The bloom is really not that bad. Full autoing. This is a really good gun. I think this is the only AR that I like as an AR. Now, let's go to carbines. And I will try to go more quickly through them from now on. So, let's start going faster. The M4A1 is amazing. High rate of fire. High TTK. Like, it's okay at mid-range. Like I said, it's just a better M433. So, and the M433 is already good. The M4A1 is just amazing. I mean, it's just really good. I just love this gun. Everybody loves this gun. M277. I mean, to me, the M277 is kind of like a M1417, but it does less damage. And that's really about it. I think, to me, like, I see people using it and I get it. I mean, it seems alright. I've tried it a little bit. It seems alright. But the M417 just does what it do better, in my opinion. It's got less magazine. Well, I guess it's got the same magazine. They both got small magazines, but, you know. A slightly steadier fire rate with more damage, more bullet velocity. I think this is the way to go if you like this type of gun. I mean, you can do all the guns. All the carbines are good, by the way, so you can do them all for fun. They're all pretty good. But to me, the M277 is kind of like irrelevant because of the M417. The AK. Oh boy. I wanted to like this gun. I mean, look at this precision. You see this precision? This is the most precise gun in the whole game. The anti-bloom gun, okay? If you're struggling with bloom, if bloom is a problem to you and you want to full auto everything, get this gun. Bloom is not a problem anymore. Now you're playing Call of Duty, okay? My only problem, personally, it doesn't do enough damage. Like, when you look at the M4, it does 25 damage at 900 fire rate. When you look at the AK, it does 20 damage at 720 fire rate. So, worse fire rate, worse damage, worse TTK. This gun has just got a horrible TTK. I mean, when I was using it, I loved how accurate it was, but sometimes it would take like 9 shots to kill somebody. Like, it was ridiculous. I was shooting someone like 8-9 times. It really felt like it. I have a 36 mag, and after every kill I was reloading. Like, I was just like, my god. And sometimes I would shoot people in the back and they would just turn around and delete me. And it didn't fit my playstyle because I like to get in people's faces and have the TTK time to kill them, to get them first. And this gun doesn't allow you to do that. But this gun is more for if you have a safer approach and you just want to shoot very accurately, then it's very good. But if you want to jump people and you want to get in their face and win gunfights, do not get this gun. You will not win your gunfights. And I tried. I got this gun up to level 19, and that was when the game just came out and it was long to level up those guns. And I really tried to like it, and I just did not like it personally. But I mean, it's an alright gun. GRTBC. I mean, it's a close range, high fire rate, aggressive gun. Feels like a SMG. I don't like it. I mean, what is there to say? I just don't like it. I tried it, didn't like it. Maybe some people are going to like this gun. Shoots fast. I mean, it's just not very good. You can clearly see it. When I was full autoing with this car, now compared to this, you know, just doesn't really feel good. The recoil doesn't feel good. The bloom doesn't feel good. Nothing feels good about this gun, I'm telling you. And whatever this gun does, I guarantee you the SG553 does it 10 times better. More damage, more bullet velocity, more better control for recoil, same precision. This is just a worse SG. This is like a SG, but it's bad. The QBZ, it's alright. Like, the QBZ is kind of like the Cord of carbines. It shoots fast. It's a little more damage than the Cord at 25 damage, and it shoots fast. Good precision, good control. It's a good gun, honestly. I know some people really like it, and I'm not one of them. But I don't like the Cord either, so that's why. You know, this is like a Cord. This is the Cord of the carbines, and that's all it is. And it shoots fast. It's steady. Recoil is manageable. You can full auto over here. See? You can full auto. You can almost full auto at like 50 meters. You can full auto at 40 meters with a carbine. I mean, that's amazing. It's steady. It's a good gun, to be honest with you. It's just a good gun. The QBZ is good. I don't personally use it because I'm not a fan of a small damage eye fire rate like the Cord. But if you're a Cord fan, you might want to try this gun. Like, if you're a Cord main user, just as a joke, just to try something fresh, try this gun. because I feel like if I had to choose between the Cord and this, I would choose this. But I may be wrong, because like I said, I'm not a fan of both. But the QBZ is alright. The SG553R. This is the best carbine in the whole game. And there's just nothing else to say about this. This has to be the best carbine. They say it's hard hitting, mid range, high fire rate. I mean, have you ever heard about hard hitting and high fire rate in the same sentence, and you have a good amount of precision and control? What? I think this gun is overpowered, low key. Like, I don't want them to nerf this gun because I'm using it and I'm loving it. And I just recently started using it, and it's just insane. You delete people in front of you. They have no, unless they're using like unless they're using a KV9, you're hip firing, not even aiming, killing everybody. Unless they're using a KV9 or something ridiculous with a laser, you're winning all of your like close range gunfights with this gun. And when you aim in, it's even better. And you can kill people at mid range too. Like I said, like the TR7 deletes people in front of you, but the recoil is terrible and you can't shoot people at mid range. This is the same. It deletes people in front of you the same way, but you can kill more than one person with a clip. You can kill 2 or 3 people, and you can shoot people at mid range. This is an amazing gun. This gun is one of the best guns in the entire game. It's underrated. People don't talk about it enough. I mean, some people know, but not everybody. And I will just demonstrate. Like, it's ridiculous. You've ever seen a carbine this precise and this hard hitting? I'm full autoing, by the way. I'm full autoing all the way, and it's a carbine. Let's see if I can get the last one full autoing. Yes, you can. You know, you might want to start burst firing at that range, but still, you can. The fact that you can at all is ridiculous. Okay, that was a better example of what would happen if you did that. But you tap fire people and it's totally fine. I don't really use it. It's not the best for mid-range anyways. It's better for like pushing people. And it's just one of the best carbines. I'm not saying it's good for mid-range. I'm saying it can do mid-range. Like it's possible. It's not the best at mid-range, but it can do it. And the fact that it can do it is just ridiculous. And then you got the sword 300Cs. It's like the SG, but a slower fire rate and more precision. Better rip fire. I mean, less bullet velocity. I mean, in my opinion, it's a slightly worse SG553. It's just kind of like irrelevant, just the same way the GRTBC is. A lot of guns in this game are irrelevant, as you will see. So in the carbines, my favorite picks are definitely the M4A1. The A4A1 is a demon gun. It's so aggressive, so good. The M417, it's hard hitting. It's pretty underrated. The QBZ, it's so precise and it shoots so fast. I love it. And my favorite, the SG553. It's just, I think overall this one hits the best. Now on to SMGs. I will try to go a little faster. The SGX is very good. It's the base gun, but it's one of the best SMGs, even though it's the first gun. And that's a really recurring theme in this game. All the first guns are some of the best. So hold on, let me drink my coffee for a second. So the SGX is good. I thought it was the best at first. I really did, but I don't think it is anymore. I don't think it's the best SMG, but I think as a base SMG you can do, it's very versatile. I think you can do pretty much everything with it. And it's kind of ridiculous because you can hit long range with this. Like, I know they tried to nerf the SMGs, but did they really? You can shoot people at range. See how precise and accurate this is? Yeah, this is the nerf, by the way. Full autoing, 50 meters. Some carbines can't even do that, but the SMG can. Hell, some ARs can't even do that, but the SMG can. You see why SMGs are ridiculous in this game? Pinpoint accuracy. And this is why I made the point about ARs. ARs, like, they have a crazy bloom. They lose their damage, fall off range so early. And it's just like, in this game, you will see people using SMGs and shooting you from 40 meters and winning that gunfight. It is that ridiculous. That's 40 meters. You see this one is 40 meters? I will full auto it. That is probably better than AR would do. Unless it's a SCAR. Like, you're deleting people. SMGs are so overpowered. I should not be able to do this at all. I should be able to do this. I should be able to do that, but a little slower. This should start giving me a hard time, but it really isn't. And this should be like, I shouldn't be able to full auto. This I should be tap firing. And the last one should not even be possible. But it is. And so SMGs are completely busted. They're overpowered. They make ARs irrelevant. Everybody runs with carbines or SMGs in this game. Nobody runs with assault rifles. Like I said, SGX is it's pretty good. It's a good baseline. I think it's a perfect baseline. It's not the best. I think I like the MP5 better. I think the MP5 is a better SGX. And I know it's got a slower fire rate, but it's got slightly better bloom. And it's just slightly more bullet velocity. It's, you know, it's just slightly better at everything in my opinion. Like, it's just, I don't know how to explain it, because stats are not everything. You have to play with the gun, but this gun has more stability, has more potential to kill than the SGX when it comes to mid-range, you know. Like they say here, the SGX is more of a close range. This is more of a mid-range. And so this makes this one a little more versatile. I've heard about the MP7. I've heard about it. I mean, I've heard it's very accurate and crazy high rate of fire, and I've never used it, so I'm not gonna be talking about this one. I mean, let's try it right now. See how I feel about it real quick. It seems like it shoots incredibly fast and has like pebble damage, like you're shooting pebbles. It's alright. I don't like the recoil either. Shaking a lot, like a lot of shake. Don't really like that. It's alright, you know. I've seen people play with it, so I would say it's decent because I've seen people play with it. UMG is okay. Now we're getting onto ridiculous territory. The UMG is pinpoint accurate. Like, there is no bloom on that gun. You're shooting lasers, and it's 25 damage. So that's kind of why I'm like, why would you use this when you can use that? You know, there's no bloom. There is no bloom on this gun. Barely at the last 2 bullets. It has to be. I don't think it's the best SMG, but I think it's the most stable SMG. You see? You know what this SMG feels like? It feels like it's got a bipod. It feels like I'm mounted on something. But I'm not. So this weapon is ridiculously accurate for mid-long range. Like, it's one of the best SMGs. And people are kind of sleeping on it. Not a lot of people are using it, but it really is. Like, it's a hack. It's a cheat. It's a cheat code. You're shooting lasers. Like when I said if you don't want to feel the bloom, use the AK. You could say the same thing, but if you want to use the SMG, use the UMG 40. No more bloom, just full auto everything. USG 90, It's a hip fire demon. Everybody knows that. Look, you're gonna use that. Go crazy with the hip fire. Have fun. It's good. It's amazing. It's niche. It's not the best SMG, but you can make it work. Like, trust me, you can. KV9. Everybody knows about the KV9 by now. Look at this fire rate. It's over 1,000. It's ridiculous, you know. Put yourself a 27 round on it, or 23 round. Probably a 23 round, because this is 45 points and this is 25. So put yourself a big mag on this thing, whatever you want, and just go crazy. I put a suppressor too, CQB suppressor. I put hollow points in mine. I mean, this weapon is ridiculous. Just go crazy with this one. It's busted, you know, it's fun. At first I thought it was the best TTK SMG to use, but not anymore, because of this upcoming SMG that is the beast. The SCW-10. My friends, it's basically a KV9, but instead of shooting 25 damage, you're shooting 33 damage. You know, it's a hard hitting close range, but honestly, I shoot people at mid range and I kill them. It is just I'd say both KV9 and SCW are amazing SMGs, but this is more like shoot fast and this is more like hit hard. But this thing deletes people so quick. I honestly, like, you see this out. The TTK on this SMG is so good, so easy to control. It's like, it's kind of like a crutch gun. It's so easy to use. Like the KV9, you know, you need to be proficient at using it a little bit, because it shoots so fast. You can't miss. It runs out of bullet fast. You have to reload every kill. This, you can get 2 kills. You don't have to reload after every kill. And so, just because of the more of the potential for multi kills, I think I favor this one a little better. And like I said, why does this gun work at mid range? Like, okay, at least you see the bloom is making me struggle at 50 meters, but are you really shooting people at 50 meters with this gun? No. And at 40 meters, you can full auto someone with this gun. And it really, I mean, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, but it is. You can do pretty ridiculous things with this gun. In my opinion, it's the best SMG. Straight up, it's the best SMG all around. It's like, it shoots fast, just like the KV9. It hits hard. No other SMG hits hard like it. It's the only 33 damage SMG. It's good at hip fire. It's good at full auto. It's good at everything, man. This gun is ridiculous. SL9, I mean, people do praise it for how precise and how there's no bloom, but you can also do that with the UMG. But the UMG is a good gun, so you know. I mean, if you look at the stats, they're pretty similar. UMG has a little more bullet velocity, a little less fire rate. But in practice, if you use those two guns, you will notice this feels like crap, this feels good. Maybe it's the slower fire rate, I don't know. But they're kind of similar in stats. But if you don't talk, let's not talk about stats. I've used both guns. The UMG is just better. I mean, that's it. It does what it do better. But yeah, it is a very stable, no bloom SMG. You know? I bet you can easily full auto this one. Yes, you can. But at the same time, you can clearly see it. You can see what I mean. You can clearly see what I mean. It is a slightly worse UMG, because now look, I'll do the same thing but with the UMG. Please tell me why I got 4 targets with 1 mag and the other one I got only 3 targets with 1 mag. But statistically you don't really see that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It just feels better. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Now let's try again so that I know I'm not crazy. 1, 2, 3. I'm not crazy. You see this? I will try to get all 4, okay? I really will. I really will try to get all 4 naturally. 1, 2, 3. I'm not making this up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my! You get the 4 on the last bullet. I don't know why. I'm not about to try to explain this. Like, it looks like, oh, you know, it's got a slightly higher fire rate and a slightly better precision and a slightly better control and a slightly better mobility. But it's ass. I mean, I don't know what to say. Maybe it's the bullet velocity, honestly. I think bullet velocity matters a lot in this game, so. And my UMG is not even leveled up, you know. You can probably make the bullet velocity better, if anything. No, you can't. This is as good as it is, but yeah, okay. But this is good. This is good velocity for SMG. I think that's what makes the difference. I think velocity is a very important stat. More velocity, more bullet speed, you know. I don't know why, but taking out 4 targets with this just feels smoother, feels easier, and I really don't know why. It just is what it is, eh? Now on to LMGs. I will start to go faster because I'm getting tired of talking, honestly. The hell, 110. It's amazing. It's a great LMG. Shoots fast, accurate. Love it. The DRS IAR.
Damn.
Probably the best LMG in the game, but it doesn't even feel like an LMG. It feels more like a hybrid. Feels like an AR. Like, I feel like this is a hybrid LMG AR, and it's ironic because this feels like an AR. When I use this, I feel like I'm using a AR, but when I use the ARs in this game, I don't feel like I'm using an AR. So it's funny because this is called the DRS IAR. I'm an AR, literally, because it is. It's a great gun. It's one of the top #1 meta for a reason. Honestly, just go use it. Some people hate it. They don't like it. I'm telling you, they don't get it. They think you're just shooting fast and you're just shooting pebbles. You're not. And go for headshots. Go for headshots with this gun. Like, it is good. M60, I'm not even gonna shit on this gun because I know what people say about this gun. It's about quantity, not quality. Hey, I respect you guys, alright? RPK. The RPK is very good, and when people are in your face, I love that it's a 3-shot gun. You shoot someone 3 times and they're dead, and I think that's one of the only LMGs that does that. Yes, it is. Other than the M60 and the M24, hell. But it's just a really good gun, honestly, and you can sort of use it like an AR too. It kind of does the same role that the DRS does. It you know, but slower and harder hitting. It's a very easy to use, fun to use gun. I don't think it's the best, but I think it's good and it's fun and it's satisfying to use. I love it. I've put a thermal scope on it recently, and I've had so much fun with the thermal and the suppressor, the long suppressor and the thermal. And I'm telling you, I've had so much fun with this gun. It's ridiculous how much fun I've had. I think I think the fire range is busted when it comes to thermals. I don't know what's happening here, but it is such a satisfying gun. Easily. I like that you can full auto people further away. You really can, you know. I mean, you shouldn't, but I like that you can. But I would like shoot at people from like 100 meters in conquest maps with this scope and this gun and just tap them. This is a tapping demon, I'm telling you. I would kill people at like 150 meters just tapping them. See how nice this is? Just such a satisfying gun, man. I just cannot hate on that gun. It's just so good. M123K, I think it's irrelevant. I don't get it. Whatever. M250, I love it. Super high fire rate. You just delete people. Kind of a ridiculous LMG if you set it up right. I haven't done that yet, but I've heard a lot of great things. Same with the KTS. One of the most precise gun in the whole game. If you want to get rid of bloom, you don't want bloom, and you just want to full auto everything, use the KTS. Like I'm telling you guys, if you don't want to have bloom with carbines, you use the AK. With SMGs, you use the UMG. With LMGs, you use the KTS. Look at this precision. You are shooting lasers. You see? I started my spray way off on purpose. You're shooting lasers. Okay, so if you're feeling like you like to full auto, you don't like to tap fire, and this game messes up your aim, messes up your spray all the time, use the KTS. I mean, just wow, you know. It's like super serviceable. It's like a good at everything kind of gun, steady, long range, accurate. It's a great LMG. I think people are sleeping on this LMG because a lot of people will prioritize a higher TTK even with LMGs. This probably doesn't have that, but man, you can wipe a whole squad with this gun. Like, this has the potential to kill 4 people easily. And you're not gonna do that with the DRS, you know. The DRS, you're gonna get 1 or 2 kills. You're really gonna shit on these guys, like. But the KTS, you will kill a whole squad of 4 people with it out in the open. Like, it's nothing. It's great. And this, I don't know about this gun. I think it's irrelevant. Nobody talks about it. I've tried it. I don't get it. I think it's irrelevant. If you think I'm wrong, please comment. Tell me. I might be wrong. DMR, there's 4 DMRs, but really there's only 2. The M39 and the SVK. And people will use the M39 or the SVK. Now, the LMR and the SVDM, nobody will use that, okay? I haven't used those. I don't know what they do. I'll never know what they do. Because everybody uses the SVK because it's 66 damage, but that's a lie. Because of the stupid damage drop off in this game, it's 50 damage. I will prove my point. You see 66 damage? No, I see 60. Why is a DMR losing damage at 10 meters? 66 damage under 10 meters. A DMR. Welcome to the balance of guns in this game. But 10-20 meters, 50. And it's gonna stay at 50. No matter, like, honestly, when you're shooting at people with this gun, it's 50, okay? You're not shooting at someone at 10 meters, and if you are, okay, ooh, 60 damage. Like, it's still a 2-shot guns. 1, 2, 1, 2. It doesn't matter what you do, it's a 2-shot gun, okay? Maybe a headshot? Nope. Barely not enough. Maybe, you know, if it was enough, I feel like this gun would be even better. If you could just one-shot people in the head at 10 meters. Which, I mean, it probably would be kind of OP. I love this gun. You don't even have to go for headshots with this gun because you go for headshots, you still have to 2-tap, so it's kind of harder to, like, when people are moving and shit, it's kind of harder to aim for the head. So really what I use this gun is like this. That's how I use this gun. Like, I'm bad with it, but that's how I use this gun, and I get so many kills even though I'm bad with it. I just do this because you see how your aim kicks back. You don't want to like target the head, target the head, target the head. It's too much, you know. You just want to spam people. This is a spam gun, and it's lovely to use when people are at 100 meters and they're trying to snipe you and you're dodging their bullet and you're going. It is the most satisfying thing. It is so good. I love this gun. And so either use this gun or use the M39 if you want more fire rate. You want more like top firing. Then use the M39. So I'm not. That's not me. I like the 2-shot people. I think the SVK is the best DMR. Snipers. There's really 2 options right now: M2010 or PSR, but the M2010 has 1,000 velocity. The PSR only goes up to 900 velocities, so the PSR is slightly worse than the M2010. The only cool thing about the PSR is when you get it, you get a 10 times scope, and it's a really good scope, very clear. And the M2010, the first scope you get is that 6 times scope. Not even this one, it's this one, and it's terrible. Everybody hates it. It's horrible, and you know the one I'm talking about. But when you unlock that better 6 times scope, that's just a cross, this gun gets way better. And if you keep grinding it, you'll get the 10 times scope eventually. But that's a different 10 times scope. That's a 10 times scope with a square of some sort. It's a weird 10 times scope. I don't really like it. And so I think the PSR scope, I like it a little more because it's a 10 times, but it's a cross. It's just a cross, a simple cross. The way I will show you, the way I like it. And this is why personally I'm using the PSR, just for the scope. I think it's the best scope in the whole game. This is a 10 times. Very nice. Yeah, it's relevant, you know. But I think if you really want to be nerdy and you want to talk about which sniper is superior, I mean, I think the PSR is serviceable. I think you can use it. But if you want to say which is superior, it's got slightly higher rate of fire and slightly more bullet velocity. The M2010 is probably your best bet. I haven't really unlocked the 10, but this is the 6 time scope with the cross. I like it. That looked like a headshot, but it wasn't. Okay, I'm shooting at chins. You see 96. It's another thing I don't really like about snipers in this game. If you shoot at the chin, it's not a headshot. And I shoot at people's chins all the time, and I'm doing 80. And you really have to shoot at the tippity top of their head like this. And I think it's dumb. Like, this should be a headshot, but it's not. It's 80. Like, you see this red zone? This red zone is a headshot. But that's kind of the dumb thing in this game is right under this dead zone. If you shoot someone here, they're dead, no? But not in this game. 80 damage. And I find myself shooting 80 damage all the time when I'm sniping. And so I really have to aim at the tippity top of their head like this. I'm not a professional sniper. This is not my playstyle, but look, I'll say it doesn't really matter. PSR, M2010, they're both great in my opinion. I like the PSR better because I like the scope better. I think the scope matters. I can't show you because I don't have it, but does this one have it? No, that's 6 times. I can't show you because I don't have it, but this 10 times scope on this gun, isn't it different? RVPS 10. RVPS 10. Well, you know what? Maybe it's the same, actually. I think I was referring to the 8 times scope because there's a scope on the M20 ESR. There's a scope on there that I don't like that I've seen, and I thought it was the 10 times. I guess it's the 8 times probably, but I'd have to. I wish they let me try it, even though I didn't unlock it. I don't know, but look, does it really matter? They're both good. Use whatever you like. I'd say statistically speaking, because this can get up to 1,000 velocity, your bullet travel is gonna be a little better, like 10% better. So this is probably the gun to go, but I just don't care. Took me so long to unlock this, and I love it, and I'm just using it. And then you look at the SV98 and it's like 720. There's ARs with better bullet velocity than this. And the Scout, I guess, is new, it's niche. It's probably gonna find a spot in the meta at some point, but I haven't used it yet, so I'm not really sure. And shotguns. Alright, the most overpowered things in this game. Full auto is irrelevant. This is the best shotgun in the game, and I hate using it because it's so stupid. You shoot someone at 20 meters and you just one shot them. Meanwhile, they shoot you 6 times and you don't die. It's a ridiculous gun. I mean, sometimes you just gotta use it. It's just so ridiculous. You can delete everybody. Like I said, 15, 20 meters, doesn't matter. Just aim at them in your iron sight, shoot, they're dead. Like, that's it. This shotgun is just slightly higher fire rate, slightly less damage. But I've heard that once you put slug shots in this gun starts deleting people at like 30 meters. And so it becomes like kind of a ridiculous precise shotgun that you can just 2-shot people like a DMR at 30 meters. You kind of like tack people at ridiculous ranges. So this shotgun can be good also. I just prefer the one, this is the first one, because I'm someone that I usually, when I run out of ammo, I will switch to my shotgun in the heat of battle. I'm not gonna use my shotgun as a primary, because when people do that, it ruins the game for me, because it's so overpowered, it's so stupid, ruins the game. I hope they nerf the shotguns so that the shotguns are only effective like up in your face, because it's ridiculous. But I mean, it is satisfying to use, but it is also ridiculous to use. But it is satisfying when you do use it. I mean, you know, this is a 25 meter target, I believe. Well, yeah, I mean, at 20 meter you will kill people in one shot. But I mean, you know, it's not really hard to do this either. It's not really hard to, I guess it gets worse with the hip fire, but I can prove my point. This is 10 meters, so this should be 20. There you go, 20 meters. I'm back. See, that should not be possible, honestly. I keep backing up. Okay, now we're up. Now we're like at the, alright, now we're probably about, we're doing 90, we're probably at 25 4 meters or something. What? Let's take one step forward. And I bet you we're doing 100 again. Okay, we're doing 90. One more step. The shotgun is just ridiculous. Here, like this, about 20-ish meter. There we go. That's, see what I mean? Like it makes no sense. Like, oh, I'm at like 20, 10, 30, I'm at like 20 something meter. One shot. Take a step back. Can't one shot anymore. Dun dun dun. Like, this weapon is just broken. You can clearly see. And so at this range, people pop up. You see someone at this range? Gone. You know? Gone. Gone. Hit rage. That was hit rage, y'all. Gone. Oh, 7. Okay, you're gone. The shotgun is just ridiculous in this game. You know? Like, why am I able to do this? Like, why am I able to do this? Like, it's just dumb. I don't like this gun. Please nerf this gun. Please make this game great. And, secondaries. Alright. Your first secondary is irrelevant. The 5.7 is irrelevant. The GGH-22, they were hyping it up like it was gonna be full auto. They were saying like, oh, this is gonna be your new companion, like if you're a sniper and you need a sweet escape, something to bail you out. And I was like, oh, that means it's gonna be a full auto Glock. That's gonna be awesome, like a small SMG, a mini SMG. But it's not. It's just a normal gun that you spam. And so really there's two guns that are relevant. Well, the P18, the 5.7, the M45A1, and the GGH-22, they're all like spammy pistols, but the M45 performs the best. It's at 33 damage, so it's like, oh yeah, I don't think you can test it in the firing range, can you? Okay, yeah, it's just more damage. But like I said, the damage drop off in this game is dumb. So it says 33, 25, 20. Yeah, only 33 when they're up in your face. But when they're up in your face, is a 3-shot. So it's good, but you kind of have to put more rounds. Get the 11 rounds on it, and yeah, it's good. You know, it's the best one out of the ones that you spam, trigger spam. And then so your only option is the 45, the M45, or the M44. The M45 or the M44. That's your only options, because this is a hard hitting, like, you should try to aim for headshots with this one, and you know, maybe get a 1-shot, maybe get a 2-shot, maybe get a 3-shot kill. But it's a hard hitting, you know, pistol. And this is a good spammy pistol. All the other pistols are irrelevant. If this was full auto, it wouldn't make sense. A gun to bail you out for 1 kill because it's full auto, like bam, and just bail you out. It would make sense, but it's not, so it makes no sense. Same with these, you know, they just all suck. This sucks the worst at 20 damage. Shooting pebbles. Yeah. There's really not a lot of options in secondaries. It's kind of a sad place. So you're gonna use M45 or M44, trust me. And that's about it for all the guns, so thanks for watching.